I mean, some of my favorite battles. I'm gonna say some of my favorite battlers to watch live in general. Yeah. Like Philly Swain versus Hollow. That's an incredible battle.
Wow.
Both of those cats are incredible to watch live. They've got performance. They know how to project. They can freestyle. They can write. You know what I mean? And they're both real. You know what I mean? Like when anything, like, you know, majority of the time, anything that Swain or Hollow says is real believable to me. And, you know, like, I'll say this, like, a lot of the cats in Grind Time and URL, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff they say, I'm like, no. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe it. You know what I mean? That's battlers in general. That's in both leagues.
Right.
You know, so I think both of them, they're amazing to me. I definitely think the Awkwards versus Arsenal battle, that was an amazing battle live. Real Deal versus Cortez. I don't know if y'all seen that battle before.
No.
Y'all seen that battle?
You know what? Did we see that? Is that the one that was in the building that day where they was? I think we did see that. I think we did see that battle.
Yeah, I think Real Deal versus Cortez was amazing. You know what I mean? I think shit. You know what it is. Sometimes it sucks because there's battles that I want to make an amazing battle. It has to be almost a dead-on draw. You know what I mean? There's slaughters that are amazing. Like, you know, I mean, when SoulCom went to URL and battled Deacon Frost, I mean, that was an incredible performance.
Yeah.
You know, SoulCom versus QP. That was an amazing battle right there.
Yes, indeed.
24/7 versus QP. That was a great battle. Shout out to 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7. I mean? Hey, you know what? I got somebody for 24/7 too.
Who you got for 24?
I got my white boy. I'm a sick on 24/7 too, man. We'll talk about that when I see you at Grizzlemania.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for whatever. Like y'all know me. Like, I mean, I don't have much front in me, if any. You know, I'm an easy person to chop it up with. You know what I mean? And like, I'll always speak my mind because I'll say the same thing to people. You know, like when it comes to real rappers, like obviously I don't think anyone out there is doubting Math Hoffa when he says anything. You know what I mean? Like,
say that one more time.
I don't think anyone out there is doubting Math Hoffa when he says anything. Like, I think Math is by far one of the most respected street battlers.
Yeah, nobody out
there. You know what I mean?
Right. Shout out to Math Hoffa. You know what I mean? Hoffa,
you know,
baby.
But like, you know, a lot of these battle rappers I do know, and 90% of y'all have day jobs. And like, my whole thing is like, yo, like, that ain't even anything to be embarrassed of. Like, you know, like, if you're a bum and you don't have a job, you should be more embarrassed of that than if, you know, you're working at fucking, you know, a cell phone store, or if you're working at the airport or whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like cats get too caught up in trying to prove how real they are and forget that, you know, like, this is a rap battle. You're trying to out-MC somebody, not out-real them.
Hey,
you know, like, and that's how I feel, at least.
On to the next. Another question we ask everybody. I need to know your top 5 battle
My
MCs.
top 5 battle rappers of all time or active right now?
Active right now.
Hollow, I would say, is number 1 right now, active. Just in my opinion, I think Hollow just, you know, he's a chameleon. He can, and again, free Hollow. Shout out to the big homie. You already know what it is. We got mad love for you. We can't wait till you come home. I think Hollow is by far, you know, number 1 in any format. You know, freestyling, writing, mixture of the two, street, you know, whatever it is. He is one of the most incredible battlers I feel like has ever, you know, graced a stage. You know, I would definitely put Johnny Storm in there. You know, I've known Storm for literally, like, you know, 6-7 years, and he's another cat that can freestyle, he can write, he can do whatever in a battle format. I would put Storm up against anybody and not be worried about the outcome. You know, another cat I would add on there would be Disaster, because he has the same ability where he can go in and out of freestyle and writing. You could put him up against anybody, and you've got no worry about it. The 4th person I put in there would obviously probably be Real Deal, you know, because Real Deal has just proved, again, he's another cat that can do the same thing. Right now I've named someone from almost every region, you know, the West Coast, Florida, the East Coast, and the Midwest. And then the other 2, which I think are neck and neck, would be Thesaurus and Ilmac, because they can hang in any fashion, you know. Like, again, like, you know, it's hard to pick top 5 because, you know, because of how good, you know, battling is right now, there's so many great people. Like, I think Averb is incredible. I think Math Hoffa is incredible. Right. You know, like, these cats are so talented at what they do. Another cat, like, who he's not acting, Madness is incredible. There's so many people that are just so good right now that it's a really exciting time for battling. Like, to put your finger on the top 5, you can go back and forth with this all day. It's like, every month how you get in that conversation, like, who's better, Big or Pac? It's like, well, it's one of those things where, it's very interchangeable.
Your top 5 was all grind time rappers, Cat.
Was it?
Yeah. Which was cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and look, that's cool. Ill Mac, every time I see Ill Mac, he get his head chopped off. He got to be about 2 feet now.
I think he was about 2 feet before that. Okay, but I'm just talking about accomplished-wise. But in all honesty, like, I'm trying to think, like, who I throw in there, like Math.
No, that's all. It's all good. It's all good. That's That's your top 5. Everybody.
I didn't know that y'all considered Hollow a grind time battler.
I consider Hollow the Don grind time. Although I see Hollow the Don go anywhere because we ask a lot of the battle rappers about traveling, and a lot of people.
And the thing is, like, Disaster, Johnny Storm, all these cats would battle for URL. You know what I mean? They don't get the call.
Word.
Like, I never tell anybody not to go anywhere. Like, battling is an opportunity to promote yourself as an MC and an artist. And if someone's willing to give you a platform and an opportunity, I always tell people to take it. You know what I mean? Like, I would never tell someone not to go over to URL as long as they're giving them a good opponent and it's a worthwhile situation.
Right.
Believe that. Well, with that being said, my dude, you know what I'm saying? You talking about promoting ourselves, promote yourself, and let them know how to get in touch with Kap Kallous, what Kap Kallous does.
The way to get at me is real easy, it's a digital world. You're trying to get at me directly, just at Kap Kallous, KAPKALLOUS on Twitter. I'm on that shit all the fucking time. I don't fuck with Facebook because I think that shit is just not for me. If you're trying to download my group's music, go to SmashCityGauntlet.com. That's SmashCityGauntlet.com. Most definitely check out GrindtimeNow.com. Check out all of our battles. Go to YouTube.com/Direct, which is DRECT. Shout out to the big homies, Matt Hills, Direct, and Lush One, doing it real big, holding it down. All the GMs, Sid Vicious, Sonny Bamboo, the captain, my big homie Poison Pen, who rolled out with me to Toronto this weekend. My dude right there, Poison Pen, holding it down heavy for the East Coast right now. And you know where to find me, man. I'm not a hard person to access. If you hit me up on Twitter, I respond back even if I don't know you or not, because I feel like if you're not in touch with the people, you ain't in touch with yourself. And I'm just I'm trying to do it big. And shout out to my big homie, my twin John Connor, out in Flint, Michigan. I'm gonna be out there for the Red Bull event in Detroit and shit. So I'm gonna see y'all soon enough. That's about it, man. I'm pretty easy to access. So,
believe
where
it.
I'm at right now. I appreciate y'all giving me the time, by the way, and putting all the promotion. Y'all are good business, and y'all are good by me. I definitely, have a world of respect for y'all. I've enjoyed doing business and building with y'all, and I can't wait to go out to Philly, man. I'm looking forward to it. The Phillies, we've had this conversation. Cats in Philly are just so slept on. It's mind blowing to me. It bothers me, in all honesty. I'm not even from Philly, but I just feel like, cats need to start recognizing how incredibly talented the scene is out there. And, whatever I can do to help out, I'm more than happy to get involved. We've already talked about this. So
yeah,
it's nothing but love. You know what I mean? I wish the best of luck to everybody who's on their grind. And if you're not on your grind, it's your own fault. So.
Indeed. So y'all heard it here first, man. Mr. Kap Kallous, Mr. GrindtimeNow. Shout out to Direct, the whole family, man. This is the month, man. The countdown to Grizzlemania.